Hello! This video I will be showing you guys how to take a digital image, so photograph that you have on the computer, and I'm going to show you how to grid it so you don't have to print it and then grid it by hand with a ruler. It saves you a lot of time, and then you can also experiment with the size of your grid boxes so that you can have just the right amount to get you detail, but not so many that it's just a maze of boxes everywhere. So assuming you already have your picture, I just wanted to show you guys something just in case, because a lot of people overlook this feature. When you're doing a Google image search, if you're looking for something through Google, make sure that you go to Tools and make sure you adjust the size, because if you just type in anything, you could get any size image, which may get pixelated or grainy if you try to blow it up. So switch to large, or at least medium. So that you know the pictures you're getting back are very high quality and will blow up really nice. So I am just going to pick this guy as my example. Okay. When you save the pictures, make sure you open up the thumbnail, because if you save the little version, it also could get grainy or pixelated. So to save it, 2-finger click, save image as, it will toss it into your drive for you. Once you have the picture in your drive that you want, you are going to write this down, get out a sheet of paper, pause the video if you need to, grab a sheet of paper so you can take some notes. griddrawingtool.com. Mine just come auto-completed. I do it all the time. Okay, so save that website, because if you do find that drawing with a grid, it helps you a lot, you're going to be doing this quite a bit throughout the year or the future years. Now I'm hoping this is not all going to take a million years to load. I'll try to close every tab I have so that it goes at a decent speed. So this is what the start page looks like. So it's nice because it walks you right through every single step. So step one is you're uploading. You can edit, which is very nice feature. It's built right into this, and make adjustments, and then you grid it. So step one is upload. And again, please forgive me if this takes forever to load, but it will be worth it rather than me having to show you guys all one by one how to do this. So when you're choosing a file, choose a file. This will take you right to your drive. There we go. Okay, so when this all finally loads, if you don't see it right away, note that your drive, how it shows your stuff, this looks like it's sorted alphabetically, so what I just saved probably won't show up first. I'm not going to try and change it yet because it's just going to slow down at loading even more. But you want to change it by date modified. That way the last thing you just saved, the last thing you saved should show up on top. Unless you've already saved it into a different folder or something, then you can just find it. So I'm looking just in my drive. And this is opening really, really painfully slow. I apologize. At least you guys can fast forward a little bit. I have to sit here and actually wait for it to load. It normally is not this slow, so I'm not sure if it's the web connection in my room right now or if it's the website, but typically this is not a super long process. I don't know why it keeps taking me back to Screencastify. I just want my drive. Just my drive. This is my son. He makes little videos reading books. Isn't he the cutest? Oh my heavens. I'm trying to be patient. Okay, things are happening. There's that green bar. This hurts me. It should not take so long. Yay! Okay. Hopefully once we're past this step, the rest will be nice and easy. If not, I might be showing you how to do this live. Okay, so there's my lovely picture. Okay, it can be rotated. If you don't need to rotate it, just skip it. If you don't need to crop it, you can skip it again. So for the sake of time, I'm going to skip these steps. If you do make edits, once you get to the last step of your edits, which would be step 4, you want to re-download your picture now that it's been edited. Okay, because what I have found is that once you crop it or make the edits, sometimes when you go to step 5, it brings you back to your original picture. So once you make the edits, download this picture and then go back to the step and upload the edited picture that you just downloaded. I hope that makes sense. But since I'm not making any edits, I'm just going to go right to step 5. It is a little bit of trial and error to figure out how this will work because we don't have dimensions on here, so I don't know if this is like an even like 6 by 8 inches or if it's 4.37 by 6.25. So we will see. So right now it's showing me 5 boxes wide. So that's how it kind of sets up your boxes. For a typical portrait, especially for a beginner, I would not have your boxes this big because this is a lot of detail to draw using only one box to help you line things up. So I'm going to switch this. I'm just going to switch it to like 10 boxes wide. Okay. You hit apply grid. It's going to reload it with 10 boxes on there, and you're going to see how that looks for you. Okay. Now the whole point of the grid is to help you line up where the features fall, how big they are, and where they sit on the page. So you want enough boxes that you're kind of getting your features sort of cut into the little manageable pieces. So this would probably be pretty good for you. Okay. So you can see there's also options here for how thick or thin your lines are. You can change it to a 1 pixel grid. You can change the lines to red, black, white, whatever stands out the most. I like to switch the lines down to 1 pixel. That way I don't have thick lines. See, I can see a little more detail now. It's not covering up anything important, especially like the eyelash line and stuff. So once you're done, we know it's 10 boxes wide. You can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 boxes tall. Is that right? Doesn't seem that rectangular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So once you have that, you can save it. Okay, if those settings look right, now you could always keep going and make the boxes smaller and smaller and smaller. But you do have to measure out all these boxes on your drawing surface, so you don't want it to go too nuts with a million boxes you have to erase later. So for me, I think this is probably enough, but you'll want to find what works for you. So make sure you save it, and this will save your picture with the gridding on it. And now what you do is you can use the amount of boxes you have as your new dimensions. So this is where you might want to write something down rather than just listening. So this is 10 boxes wide by 11 boxes tall, so 10 by 11. So you are now going to make your surface area on your sheet of paper something that's proportional to 10 by 11. So you can make your drawing 10 inches by 11 inches. That way you have a 1-inch box for every box on here. You could also double it. It could be 20 by 22, multiplying both numbers by 2. So your sheet of paper is 20 by 22 inches long. You could get into multiplying by like 1.5 or something like that if you want, but if you're not strong in math, you probably don't want to get too crazy with weird multiplication challenges here. So I would stick to multiplying by whole numbers. And then if you're doing a 20 by 22 inch sheet of paper, every box will be 2 inches. That way you have 1 box for every box on here. Okay? So I will help you with that if you need, but at least now you know how to get it started for yourself. That way you don't have to wait for me to print anything. You have that ready to go, and you can start gridding your sheet of paper depending on how many boxes you have and what size you determine to multiply them by. I hope this makes sense. Please tell me if it doesn't, because I will make a new video that hopefully doesn't take as long, but I believe this has taken long enough. You should definitely bookmark this website because you'll probably be using it fairly often. And let me know if you have questions. Have a great day.